This is the word God. Well, it's my word. The way you say it may look just a little differently. Not by too much, but a little bit. I just want to kind of just take you into it just a little bit to just dissect, like, this is what an audio wave looks like. We've already done a series regarding what an audio wave looks like when it leaves your mouth. You can go back to the first one or two videos, but this is exactly the content and substance of an audio wave. And that's the D right there at the end. Amazing, man. It's just amazing to me. You know, I get that question pretty frequently. Well, how do you know that this is real? How do you know for a fact that these audio waves actually really do have purpose? You know, since you have talked before about this being a fact. I always have a really good response to that. It's 2017. It's 2016. I'm rushing the year, right? It's 2016. About 17 years ago, I went to go check my grades, the ending results of my first semester in college, and let's just say I did really bad. really bad. I never liked school, and times when I did like it, it was probably because I was able to be a class clown and, you know, be around, you know, the camaraderie of friends. And I went to like 8 or 9 different schools, so school was very different and somewhat complex at times, but that's another story. I don't want to get too far off the subject. I go back to my dorm room and I sit on my bed and I'm like, man, what the fudge? What am I gonna do with my life? Because this is not working. I take out a piece of paper. And this is exactly what I said to myself. I said, all right, write down a list of everything that makes you feel happy inside. It makes you feel good. And on that list was like cooking, interior design, talking, music, fashion, anything along the lines of art, basically, you know, creativity that I didn't know, but that's what was written. And I finished writing everything down on a piece of paper, and I looked at cooking and I'm like, oh, I love cooking, but it wasn't like in the back of the syllabus, you know. I couldn't find it. They weren't doing any culinary arts classes at that campus in particular. So I looked at other stuff. There was nothing fashion design at this school either. So I saw talking. I'm like, okay, well, I love to talk. And then I saw music, and I'm like, wow, I'm infatuated with music, all types of music. And I was like, music talking. And I said, radio, yeah. And I opened up the back of the syllabus, and they had a radio broadcasting course for a certificate of completion. I'm like, man, that's what it is. That's what it is. And I jumped up off the bed, and I ran over to the department. And the instructor was there. I said, hey, is this radio broadcasting? He said, yes. He said, I'm one of the instructors. I said, I'm interested. He said, let me take you around on a little, field trip or whatever, so to speak. He took me around. As soon as I left him, shook his hand and left, I said, that's what I want to do for my life, for my career. And I went to the front office, the admin office, and I changed it. I changed my degree plan. I said, change it to radio broadcasting. And I did. And I would do about 1.5 years, 2 years of that course. GPA was like 3.6 the whole time. Didn't miss a beat. I loved it. I just loved it because it was along the lines of something I wanted to do. I made it up in my mind. Like I made it up in my mind and with words on a piece of paper, and I said it out loud. It all came together. It all came together perfectly. I knew that I didn't want to be doing something that I would feel miserable about. I said there's 8 working hours in a day, Monday through Friday. Give or take, maybe working a little bit Saturdays and Sundays. And I was like, I'm going to be working 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. I got to be able to wake up in the morning, get out my bed and say, okay, maybe I'm not feeling all that great, but I love what I'm doing. I was like, I got to be able to get off of work and drive home and not bring that energy into my family, to my friends. And even on my worst day, I got to be able to say, man, I feel really sucky right now, but I love what I'm doing. 8 hours a day. That takes up a lot of your time. That's like most of your life. It takes up more time than a relationship. 8-10 hours a day. You're devoted. You're devoting yourself to doing something over and over and over again that you love or that you hate. People ask me, how do you know these words work? Because I've been doing radio for over 16, 17 years. And I kept on going because I believed in it. And I made a career out of it. I made a living off of a dream. It was thoughts. They were invisible thoughts. I could see myself cooking. I could see myself doing interior design with all these colors and shapes and, whatnot. I could see myself talking and doing radio. I could see it. I could feel it. I'm living proof that you can use your words, whether on a piece of paper, whether you're saying it out loud. That frequency back there means something. That's God right there. It means something. When you put it on a piece of paper, it means something. When it rolls around in that mind space, it means something. That's a fact. I'm here. That's truth. That's fact. That's my reasoning behind why I believe purely in the power of the audio wave, of waves, of frequency, of words, of energy, of thought. That's how I know. And now you know. So what's your truth? What are you going to make that's a fact in your life, moving you forward? What do you believe in? Say it. Write it down. Think it. Believe it.